What email do you use? Do you use Gmail?
I use Gmail, yeah.
Okay. Gmail has, if you go into their, whatever they are, but in the settings for Gmail,
Yeah.
you can add certain things that are in beta mode or whatever, but Gmail has the ability to do what's called canned responses, which essentially gives you the ability to create a template. And so what I would say, and Dick, you can do this in Pipedrive much easier than what I'm telling John to do in Gmail, but every time you're about to send an email out to a seller, the first thing you need to think about is this something that I'm going to have to request from other sellers? Or is this a communication that I'm going to be repeating over and over with other people? And if so, put it into a template, because that 5 to 10 minutes of time that you save by using that template, the next time you have to request or follow up on an email, or not follow up on email, follow up on financials, if you can just say, here's the person and just click on put their name in and then say, here's the template I want to use. Your email is done. You don't have to type it up. You don't have to think about it. You're not trying to reword it. You're not, what did I say last time? I mean, there's none of, you don't even have to think. All you have to know is, okay, it's time to send this guy a follow-up email on the financials. Here's the template. Boom, done. Next. Check it off your list. Next.
I like it. Yeah, I know.
So,
I tend what I usually end up doing, and I know it's bass backwards, is I'll end up doing the same thing, except I'll put them in either in a Google Sheet document or a Microsoft Word document, and I'll copy and paste it and put it in the body of an email, which is probably not the most efficient way to do things, but sometimes this old dog gets stuck in his ways.
Yeah, but at least that's a form of a template. So like I said, I mean, just at the end of the day, a lot of what we're doing is repetitive, right? We're doing it with different people, but in order to be efficient at it and a duplicatable process, right? We all want a process that can be duplicated so that we can have, a reasonable expectation of standardized results.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in business brokerage, what is there in standardized results, right? But we can do the best that we can to make sure that there's consistency in our process so that we can hopefully get, some response back from the clients. And email templates, God, they're so much more efficient. And so it's kind of a hassle initially because you're having to spend more time up front. Like when you stop, you're like, okay, do I need to make a template out of this? Okay, let's make the template first and then send it. So it takes a little bit of extra work, but once you've got those templates made, it just makes your life so much easier especially when you're chasing paperwork, because you can have an email message that's, initially you've got the initial request for documentation. So that's one template. Then if you don't get that, then you can, have a follow-up scheduled for a week or 2 weeks later. And then you have another email that you can send out that just says, maybe a week later, right? That just says, hey, just wanted to touch base with you and see if you have an ETA on when I should expect the documents. And so that's a simple template. Then maybe they respond and they give you an ETA, but maybe they don't. So if they don't, then a week later, you send another one out saying, hey, didn't hear back from you. Don't want to be a pest, just want to be diligent. When do you think I can expect those documents? And tell me when I should follow up next. If it's a month from now or 3 months from now, that's fine. Just let me know. Because again, I want to be diligent. I don't want to be a pest. And so,
I usually err on the pest side, but
yeah,
I'm a big fan of the phone. I like calling people, but I agree with you. You're 100% right. It's more efficient that way. I'm still building my pipeline. You're at a point where, it's necessary for you to implement technology and to have these efficiencies in your business plan. Where I'm still growing my business, I'm like a puppy at this point still. you know?
No, I know,
Yeah.
but when you're chasing, I'm just talking about for chasing paperwork.
Yeah,
Because if you're spending a lot of time chasing paperwork, that's time you could be using to chase new prospects or to chase, something else. So,
yeah, for sure.
so
I mean, I got a
um,
lead last week. I've been trying a referral last week, and I've been trying to contact this lead by every which way possible. And they're busy. They're not blowing me off to be rude or anything.
yeah,
But it's just that's why I plan out my day the night before, because I know that sometimes it's a matter of just touch, making a touch, right? So as soon as I get off this call, that same business owner that I've been trying to get a hold of, I'm gonna send them a text. I'm gonna place a call. I don't have their email address, so I haven't emailed them. But I was told by the referral the best way to reach them is on the phone or through text. So I just keep plugging away on that end. And
yep,
but it's you have once you realize that it's just part of the game, it's okay. You just have to be prepared. I'm waiting for and occasionally it does happen where somebody's pretty efficient. They have a goal in mind, what they want to sell their business. They're already committed to it. They have their ducks lined up in terms of having all their paperwork ready to go, having their accountant and maybe an attorney in the loop. So far, it's been far and few in between finding those. Most of the business
yeah,
owners that I'm speaking to, they're doing they're doing everything. It doesn't matter whether they're scrubbing the toilets or they're running the company. They're doing everything, and it's a challenge. It's difficult, and it can get frustrating. But the thing is, you can't let it deter you
yep,
by any stretch.
yep. What